Hello, I am Irene Vinyard Bennett. Do you like lemon pie? How about macarons? You remind me of both because you are to me like meringue to those universally favorite desserts. Every time you say to a friend or associate, "Hey, I read the best story," you spread awareness of that story like meringue spreads the flavor of a lemon pie. When you ask, "Have you read the latest winner of the Proverse Prize?" you expand knowledge of that prize-winning story, like meringue lifts the crust of a macaron. Thank you for such encouraging support in person and beyond. And thank you especially to the judges who recommended my historical novel, Bells of the Artisans, for the International Proverse Prize of 2022. Together, we all contribute to the art of storytelling. Every story begins with an idea, a four-letter word that becomes a book when it is spelled W-O-R-K. The idea for my novel arose in the middle of my pursuing a new interest. When I moved to Hong Kong, I immediately went to the Central Library to get a library card. And in that amazingly and beautiful place, I saw a strange book title, Suspended Music. What the heck is suspended music, I wondered. That choice of words was intentional by that author because the book is about music that was both stopped and hanging. Music discovered in a 2,500-year-old tomb containing 125 musical instruments. I had never heard of a tomb filled with musical instruments, so I started reading about that Bronze Age tomb and the history of central China during the Warring States period. Until one day I read the sentence, "No one knows why the Bells of Marquis Yi were made or who made them." I thought, I do, and I began to write my idea. My who and my why were the ending of my story, but I needed to create what happened to prompt that ending. For the first time ever, I created a young male character, a young teen, because he fit the time, 5th century BCE, and the story's need for an artistic person. The adult characters provided the setting, a bronzeware foundry in a small river village, and the troubles of this world. Real people and events of ancient history called forth the bells. Two other surprises happened while I was writing this story. One night I literally dreamed the opening line, "He will kill you." I no longer remember the dream, but through many revisions I stayed committed to that beginning. The second discovery was that Stephen King, the king of horror stories, has a wonderful method of writing. He says he writes a story, puts it away for a while, and then reads it to see what he wrote and revises for that theme. My story surprised me that way too. I thought I wrote a story about the making of the Bells of Marquis Yi, but when I reread the first draft, I discovered I had written a story about a boy and his father. Tangtun and his baba are the real artisans, battling circumstances and each other until they come together to produce the Bells of Marquis Yi. I'm so glad that two of them gave me the opportunity to write their story, a story of family and community. May you enjoy the reading as much as I enjoyed the writing, and may you too one day hear the marvelous Bells of Marquis Yi, an incredible national treasure of China.